I was busy shopping at the mall when suddenly there was a tap on my shoulder. I turned back to look. It was a guy. Yes. The moment he looked into my face, he fainted and crashed on the floor. Geez. The other man nearby called the manager and said I was a witch and did something to his friend. The manager came running up, and I tried to explain the situation, but he just stood stunned like he was hypnotized by me. You see, this is what happens to me every day. I'm Julia, and growing up, I realized how my beauty is actually my bane. One day in final grade, our class went on a history tour to see an ancient monument, the statue of a saint who fulfills wishes. Immediately, a boy there yelled that he wishes to be my boyfriend. 2 other guys followed, and there was a big blown fight in seconds. But guess what? The teacher asked me to hide my face so that I won't distract others. I so prayed to that saint that moment. I should either turn into a boy or someone very ugly. But little did I know that the next morning my life would turn this way. As I got up from bed and went to the bathroom, I saw something in the mirror that shook me hard. I had become a freaking boy. I thought I was dreaming, but no. My wish had truly come true, and I had no idea what to do next. I was trying to find if I'm happy or anxious when Mom knocked.
Julia, don't you have to be at school? Get ready, go!
I got nervous and scared, but I was a boy in a girl's dress now. I had to find something else to wear, so I sneaked into my brother Sam's room and was trying on some of his dresses when the door opened.
Who the hell are you? Mom! Call the cops! There's a thief in the house!
Sam, it's me, Julia. Mom came in and screamed in shock. I tried to explain that I was Julia, but they were not willing to listen. I even told her things that only the 3 of us knew. She stared me for a moment.
What have you done to my daughter?
Just then, I heard the police sirens. I panicked and jumped off the window and ran from them. The cops chased me, but I somehow managed to escape. I was hungry, scared, and alone in the city. But luckily, I was carrying my phone with me. I called my friend Sharon, and she asked me to come to our usual spot behind the school. And I went there.
Who the hell are you? Where is my Julia?
Oh gosh, I am Julia.
I had to tell her the secret about her first kiss to make her believe me, and she looked stunned, but agreed to help me. I was about to leave when her boyfriend came there. Oh no, I thought, I'm gonna get caught. But she introduced me to him as Julian, her cousin. That was a cool name. A couple of hours later, we both went to the mall and bought some boys' clothes. I picked up a few and went to the trail room. But then a lady came out and screamed at me. I went to the ladies' trail room. Ow. She immediately called the security. I tried to explain it was an accident, but he would not listen. Just then, Sharon came in and said I did not know how to read English, and hence the mistake happened. She's my savior. We went out of the mall and burst into laughter. I spent the night in Sharon's garage. The next day, when I was hanging out with Sharon in her school, I heard the girls gossiping about me, saying how happy they were that I had not come to school. I felt sad, but then a girl came and asked me out. I did not know what to say, but it could be fun, so I agreed. A little later, some boys surrounded me and called me for a football game.
I don't play that well.
But they insisted and took me in. And when I saw Mark was on the opposite team, I had to beat him for being the mean jerk. Though I tried hard, I couldn't. Some boys laughed and called me a softie. I left angrily. Later in the evening, the football team captain invited Sharon and me to his house party, and Mark was there boasting off.
Girls are stupid. They're so soft. It's good fun to play with them.
The other boys were laughing and cheering him. I don't know what came over me, but I punched him hard. We got into an ugly fight until Sharon dragged me out and took me home.
Sharon, I hate being a boy. They are just mean and stupid. I miss myself. I miss my house, my family. I wish I could go back to being a girl. Is that possible?
She suggested we visit a psychic. I was not sure about this, but went along the next day. The psychic looked at me, closed her eyes, and told me that this magic was happening to me because of one person from my school. When I asked her who that was, she said that the person has an eagle tattoo on the neck. Who is this? I had to find out. I went to school and was thinking about the guy with the tattoo. Just then, some boys finished their game and headed towards the locker room. I followed them just to look at their necks. I did not find anyone with a tattoo and was about to leave when Mark came in. I did not want to fight with him again and was about to leave when he removed his shirt and I saw the tattoo behind his neck. He had the eagle tattoo, but what does he have to do with what's happening to me?
Mark, hey, I just wanna.
Julian, I just want to punch your face again like you did that night. Just go away, man.
No, but you gotta answer me now.
Even before I could finish, he tried to hit me. I pushed him down. We had a nasty fight again, and we're in for detention. Mark was definitely not happy, but I need to get close to him to know some of the mystery about him. That's when Sharon came crying to me that her boyfriend broke up with her.
He was a jerk. Now what will I do for Valentine's Day? I've never been single on that special day.
Suddenly, an idea hit me.
So, all you need for V-Day is a boyfriend, right? I might have one.
I asked her to get close with Mark so we could get to know him better. That way she'll have a boyfriend too. A moron, but still a temporary boyfriend. I somehow got her nod and they started fake dating. On Valentine's Day, I even set up a date night for them in a romantic restaurant. I wore a hoodie and sat on the next table to listen to them. Mark was very nice with Sharon, but when she spoke about me, he suddenly fell silent.
I don't want to talk about Julia. I hate her and everyone in her house.
Everyone in my house? Gosh, why was he so angry? I was confused, and as Sharon asked him for a reason, he asked her if she would go with him to the lake house. Sharon gave a worried look at me. I assured her I'd follow them, and she went on. I followed them to his house. As they entered, Sharon helped me secretly sneak inside. What looked like a rich mansion from the outside was more of a haunted house inside. I could see Sharon getting nervous. I had to find something good before we freak out and run out of the house. I searched everywhere in Mark's room and at last found a childhood picture of him with my mom and dad. What is he doing with them? Was Mark my brother? Am I even their real daughter? In so much confusion, I completely forgot about Sharon and went out through the window with the photo. I had to talk to Mom. But how do I do that as this boy I am now? I needed Sharon's crazy ideas now. I waited for her at her garage and she came looking angry at me that night.
What kind of friend leaves her friend alone in a haunted house?
You haven't lost your life, have you? But me, I don't know who I am now.
I told her everything, and as expected, she came up with a wonderful plan. The next morning, I dressed up as a cop and went to my house. I felt so sad to be not recognized in my own house. Anyways, I showed Mark's picture to my mom and she suddenly stiffened up.
Do you know him?
No, officer, I don't.
I found this picture in his house. You're there with him and you say you don't know him?
I was expecting the truth when suddenly she just fainted. Sam was not home, so I had to take her to the hospital. She had a heart attack and was in critical condition. When Sam got there, he just started yelling at me.
Who are you, man? Why is Mom like this now? What did you do?
Sam, please listen to me. I'm Julia, your sister.
Shut up! How dare you talk about Julia? Tell me where she is now or else...
He just jumped at me and started beating me up. I screamed out loud and opened my eyes and finally realized I was in my room. Just then, my mom came in too.
Julia, what the hell? Why are you screaming?
Mom? Mom, can you recognize me?
What nonsense, Julia. Shut up and get ready for school.
What in the mom freaking world? This was all a dream? I ran and hugged Mom. I was really happy that all this was just a bad dream. And I felt so happy to be Julia again and would never ever want to be a boy or anything at all.